So the academy has like a 7 month sort of training like schedule. Like the first sort of 3 to 4 weeks were like on a boot camp, which was quite intensive, but we got a lot out of it as well. So they were sort of introducing us to agile methodologies and also a bit of Java as well, just to see like what platform everyone was on, like make sure everyone's on a bit of a level playing field. And also just like really understanding what Sky's about and getting us into the culture of what Sky do. And then following on from that, we went into the business on sort of like graduate projects. And yeah, with that, like we were split into teams of 4. And then we just had to, undertake little projects within the business for what different teams had. The one I was based on was basically developing a website for a conference that Sky holds. So what we found from these projects was that we weren't just doing sort of medial little tasks. They were actually delivering something to the business. I know some of the guys involved in mobile, were working on apps that were going out to millions of customers. So we were really trusted from the start, really, in these projects, which is probably very different to other companies. So yeah, we moved on to the second project where we kind of rotated between the different areas of the business, and then following on from that, we then moved into our actual placement where we're all at currently now. And then once we move into these sort of established positions, that's when we really started to see the real benefit. We were paired up with developers who are really experienced in their field, and we were getting lots of development from that, and it really increases the speed at which we're learning. So the whole process has just been a great start to our careers, really. Within Sky, there's a real emphasis on agile and using that as a methodology for development. It's all about this pair programming, being really flexible in our work. So the key thing is that we work in 2 weekly sprints, and that means that we develop in a really short life cycle. We're constantly looking at what needs to be developed, for the product, like looking at the different things that we need to work on. And it means that with Sky being such like a rapidly changing business, new requirements are coming in all the time, and because we work in those short sprints, it means that we can sort of adapt to those changes and act on them straight away, rather than having to develop months in advance, work out what's going to need to be done. And that flexibility is massive for Sky, really. And yeah, like I say, we have this the sort of pair programming is a real key thing of agile for us. So like I've mentioned, we pair up with developers who are really experienced. We're learning off them, the skills that they've got, but we're also bringing a fresh approach to things as well, and making them see things from a different angle as well. So agile really does just encapsulate that flexibility and the sort of speed at which we can all learn. In the boot camp, we did Java skills, so we were just getting the basics of Java down. Things like continuous integration in the teams, so like looking at putting our code through a build process and getting it tested. That's something that we just never covered at uni. So Sky, focus on the quality and stuff in their code, and the testing side and test-driven development is something that they really stressed to us from the start. So that's been a key skill to learn, really. Sky placed a pretty big responsibility on us from day one, really, and that's not really like a daunting thing. It's more of it fills you with confidence, really. It's like a challenge that you can rise to, and you shouldn't be afraid to make mistakes. Like we've learned a lot from making some mistakes and gain from that. But yeah, we're really empowered to make decisions. So like I say, if we want to try something new, some new technology, a new language, then we're given the time to try them out, learn them, and use them. So Sky definitely aren't aren't employing us just to make the tea or anything like that. We're here to make decisions and challenge things. So. So there's been some exciting opportunities, in my time at Sky. I was actually sent over to Florence for the EuroPython conference. In the team that I'm in now, we use Python as our main language. So, the team felt that it'd be beneficial to send us over there and sort of see what the Python community, what they're looking at, try and pick up some new technologies, which we did. And just for Sky to support something like that for us was kind of unbelievable, really. I don't think many other businesses would put that kind of money and support into their grads. And it was just a big opportunity as well, and to be able to, I was actually chosen to present there as well. So I was getting out of my comfort zone and presenting to a wide audience of 100 people or so. And that talk went down really well, and that's the kind of experiences that you can't sort of buy. You just get the chance to do them as being part of Sky. So yeah, a big opportunity, really. There's massive areas for development at Sky. You're not just sort of placed into your job role after the academy and that's it. Your managers will always look at ways to develop you, send you on training if it's necessary. But we also look at the personal development program. So it's like the objectives and goals that you need to reach to progress to the next level. And there's always a career path for you to go down, and whatever you want to do within Sky, you've always got that opportunity to do that, and the managers and sort of staff at Sky are always willing to support and help you out in that. So the recruitment process was fairly intensive. We had to submit some example code for a small challenge. That was quite interesting to do, but also quite fun. And then following on from that, we had things like telephone interviews, fairly standard stuff. And then we were invited along to the assessment day, which was something I'd not heard a lot about before. And looking back, I was fairly nervous going into that, and I probably shouldn't have been. Everyone's nervous for interviews, but the assessment day sort of broke it up a bit. We had little pairing challenges, we were actually expected to code as part of that assessment day, and also given a tour of Sky and sort of really giving a feel for what the company's about, and actually given almost a day in a day in the life of a programmer at Sky. So yeah, the assessment day was it was fairly intensive, but we also got a lot out of it, and it was fairly fun as well. So I think everyone enjoyed it by the end.